Hi everyone, here we are again playing Dragon Age Origins Blind with me, Variax. So last time, as it says here, we saved the circle and most of the mages from Uldred's clutches. First Enchanter Irving has promised that mages will stand with you against the Blight. So it seems like I did pretty well there. I mean, I'm not sure if the game offers you an opportunity to screw up with that, because I'm sure if it does, I would have found it. But yeah, it does seem like that's just a straightforward thing, and you get the mages once you've done it. There's no way to mess it up. So that's good. That's alright. That's good. You know, we've got the mages on our side. Now, a little pre-warning about this episode in particular. I'm going to go through my inventory. Maybe not actually right now. I'm just thinking, because I need to apparently buy some armor for Liliana, but she's not here right now. Although I can change that, can I? Somehow. Can't travel this time. There is a way to alter my party composition at some places. Probably not in a dungeon, which is what this is. If I go outside, bring Liliana back in here, because I need some armor for her, and then I need to yeah, buy some armor for her and sell all the stuff that we found in this area, and possibly get some extra armor for Alistair because his suit does not match. Like Zevran here, he's got this thing, you know, the whole item set bonus. Alistair, no such luck, because all his equipment is, not all of it, like he's got steel there, and then he's got iron, steel. So I need to, if I just get rid of these actually. No, I guess you have to have a full set. That's fair enough. Okay, so I need to get some different, oh, if only I could wear something like that. That is, steel, yeah, so that would work. Where the hell is it, the things that I just dropped? There. See, I need to get rid of them basically, I think, and then he'll have that armor set bonus thing. Anyway, yeah, so what I think I'll do is head back to the party camp, probably have a word with some people, and then maybe come back in here and talk to, where the hell is he? There he is, the quartermaster, and sort out our inventory. So, nothing else to say to you guys?
My men have scouted the tower. It's a mess, but the abominations are gone. You are very thorough. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't stay.
I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
Okay. And you are... I'm not keen on talking to you. Alright, so yeah, now I can get back here to the party camp, which I think we deserve a rest, so we'll just have a party camp sort of outside the circle. So this is going to be a bit of a conversation here as well, I guess, as we discuss things with our characters. Now I can talk to him, and yes, there's that as well. Alright. Well, let's have a word with people and see how they felt things went. Alistair first.
What do you need? Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
I should know what... yeah, I'm going to say he doesn't seem that religious.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why? What? Yeah, if you're always sent to the kitchen, why did she want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have. Oh,
don't start crying again. No, he He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Okay, well he approves a little bit. Now, I do have a lot of gifts to give away as well. I have to remember this. I'm going to have a look at this. Where would they be? Just on accessories, possibly? Other? Oh, well, these are sort of gifts, aren't they? Possible gifts? No? No, these. Maybe. Yeah, this sort of thing. Tribal necklace and such. Well, not everything, but some of them. Most of these. Shiny gold ring, for example. Let's see. Oh, I could go and get the beef bone and the lamb bone. Oh, who would want these? Who would want some... Where are you? There you are. I thought you were a rock. Sorry, Bounder.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Ah. Oh, yikes. That's... Oh, wow. Oof. Crude. Why doesn't he share his food with me? I say, yeah, it's a thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
No. Yeah, look, right? It was a gift. You can't just throw it away.
I just did.
Morrigan. Ah!
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Ah! Bite the head off. No, don't. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Very good. Yes, right. I have to remember how the hell to give gifts away. Right, okay, it's this way, isn't it? And then we go like this. That's right. There we go. Bounder. I got stuff for you. I got treasures. I got treasures for you. Bounder. Where is it? Like, look. There you go. Like that? He hasn't said anything, but yeah, I'm assuming he has. I'll space it out. There might be something really bad happen that makes Bounder hate me. I can't think about what it is, but there might be. Anyway, now I'll go and talk to Morrigan, who I believe is lurking over here. Is she? Where are you? Yeah, there you are. Because that sort of like follows on from that conversation. And maybe I have a gift for you. I don't know. It seems weird that my character would run around like giving gifts to people. But then again, you know, I found this on my travels, thought you might like it, sort of thing. Yeah, it kind of works. Hi. I'm gonna... I don't know why. I just, you know, something bad might happen.
What do you wish of me?
Something bad always happens. Something personal. Let's just start with small talk.
If you must.
Small talk first. How did you become a shape changer, for example?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
But it is just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Yeah, this is where you can actually learn. You know, following this conversation, you can learn how to be a shape changer, which I don't want to do. But I do want to have to talk to Wynn about becoming a spirit healer, because that's sort of what I'm going in for. I have never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Do they need sort of magic open to abuse? Chantry simply seeks to protect us from danger. I think by this stage, Verix will be sort of like less indoctrinated by what he's learned in the tower. You know, he's becoming very aware of the dangers of magic, which he was aware of before, and sort of how useful other sort of magics can be, and how things might not be how he's been taught, like Joanne and the blood magic and stuff. You know, some good came of that with the thing in Redcliffe and all that. So I am not going to be all like a zealot any longer when it comes. I was zealous, I remember. When it comes to like Chandra, I'm holding the law and everything. So I'm just going to go with that one. It seems like sort of middle of the road sort of thing, and be sort of a bit open, but also a bit curious and a bit wary.
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the Circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
Interesting, yeah. That's an interesting question. I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask if she can turn into other human forms as well.
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
I don't think becoming a shape changer would really appeal, so I'm not going to spend... No, this is where that's going down, but I'm not really going to go down that too much. I will ask if she spends a lot of time as an animal.
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Yeah, and what do other animals... I like this. This is a really sort of like in-depth, explorative sort of dialogue. So, well done to BioWare. And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
So you can't talk to animals. Okay, I will ask this one just to round it all off. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
That's what I thought. That's all I wanted to ask. So we don't know her well enough, or she doesn't like us enough to teach us if we wanted to know, which I don't. But yeah, that's what I'm gathering from that.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Yes, no. At the very least, no. That would just make you angry, I think. Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled. Yeah, I think this seems familiar. I think that my opinion's like slowly changing. I'm going to show a bit of respect and, you know, be a little bit, yeah, and that would just make you angry.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed lest the dust gather on us.
She probably disapproves horribly. No, she doesn't mind. All right, now I'm going to ask her something personal, because that was just an icebreaker.
So 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Why are you still here? All right, maybe I have something for her. Let's have a look in the... Just pull her up just in case. Where are you? There you are. All right, let's see what we have in terms of baubles and such she might enjoy. Small gold bar, probably not. Morrigan will want to take a look at this. All right, there we go. Well, that's there it is in black and white. Well, golden white, golden black.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
There we go. Do I even get a kiss? Planetary return to your mother. You're welcome. What do you hope to find within it? Let's ask that.
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Alright, let's leave her to it then. And she approves plus bloody 12. New quests. Okay, plus 12. Wow. Another tab. Companions. Found Flemeth's tome. Give it to Morrigan. She seems quite eager to start studying it, and Maker only knows what she'll find within. Okay. Also got this one as well, which I can still do. Revealed an ancient ritual, the Circle Tower. It begins with the Great Hall Common Room. Although Gant was apparently unable to complete it on his own attempt. I'm not sure about doing that. I did say last time that I finished recording it. It's sort of, it reminds me of a Fallout 3 quest in the Natural, Museum of Natural History, I think it was, where, you have to go looking around for things. It's not something that I play those games for. I mean, I'm sure it'll unlock something nice, but for an LP, to me, sort of like, working it out, I don't know. I tend to be a bit slow at these things, and if I was playing it on my own without LPing it, I probably would do that, but just to save you guys, I'm not going to. I'm going to have a... Well, you're different. Alright, let's talk to you.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist,
Ah.
Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
They will work together?
The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner.
Right.
It would not have happened otherwise.
So, I'm guessing we call upon this guy, well, we talk about this guy when I said, look, right, the light's coming, this is where we need you guy. Go off and talk to the Circle about...
The Circle of
Go and get
Magi
help.
stands ready to assist, Grey Warden.
Do you need
as
anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
What?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist.
Be ready?
Grey, as is my...
Alright, I don't get why that guy is there. There's some allied supply crates. Turning runes. Oh, turning runes. Right, okay. I'm going to give all these runes away because I'm not using them. Yeah, I'm just going to give them all away. There you go.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
So giving those runes to these guys will make them stronger in the battle against the Blight. So it's a bit like the Battle of Redcliffe, except over a much longer period. Okay then. Hi, Wynn.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
It has, hasn't it? But first of all... You alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
No. You're a person. A little hard to miss. Oh, ouch. You're very sprightly for your age, though. Think you're a fan of older women, Variax? I'm not sure. I'm going to go with that one. I like that one.
Ha, very funny.
Yep.
But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Oh, wow. So she's quite morbid, really. Don't say those things. We still need you. You're not allowed to be done quite yet, or I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet. So they're all about the same, but, you know, don't say these things.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
Jolly good. But hang on.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Why?
You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
Yes! Some, but I knew I could not falter. I was terrified. They're quite horrendous looking. No, they die the same as anything if you poke them hard enough. He would be scared. Not terrified, maybe, but yeah, I couldn't... Yeah, I did what had to be done.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
No, not number 2. You're a great mage. You never become an abomination. Put this knowledge... this knowledge drives you to be cautious. Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, yes. I suppose it could be unsettling, but yeah. There's that. There's number 1, there's number 4. But that leading into, but that makes you be more cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
Why are we talking about this?
Because every mage lives with this threat. It is constantly on our minds. Do not trouble yourself, though. This is only an old lady giving voice to her musings.
Keep talking.
Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden, and that unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle.
Was rather, wasn't it? You're talking about Joan, right?
None other. I respect the decision you made, and the way you handled it. And it did not seem to affect Duncan's desire to recruit you. But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
I wonder whether I should be saying that if I handle things a different way. Or whether it's just a default thing. I'd be kind of disappointed if it is a default thing where she's, no matter what you do, whether you hand Joan in to Irving straight away, or whether you do it the way I did, or some other way that I don't know about, she'll just be like, oh, that was really great how you did that. Or whether she'll have an opinion depending on how you did different things. She seems like, because she's all about this can we cure abominations, that she'll be quite liberal in her thoughts. Which is surprising considering, like, hate to say it, but, you know, she's so old and therefore you think she's quite set in her ways when it comes to the Circle ways of, you know, being of thought. But anyway. I wonder what Irving saw in me that made him recommend me. Oh, that's no. The Circle of my past do not care how it feels about me is not true at all. I wonder what Irving saw in me that made him recommend me. Yeah, that's something I've always wondered.
Do not squander this time trying to explain why Irving picked you. Accept it, and be the Grey Warden you're supposed to be. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Okay, yeah, that's improvement. I'll just have to drop down a save just for completeness and start over again!
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
Glory and honor on the battlefield! It's not something I'll be saying. It means I've been chosen to do something important. I suppose it's about killing as many deaths as possible. It means everyone needs to show some respect. I don't know, does it have to mean something? It means I've been chosen to do something important. That's exactly what it means.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
I'm going to say I don't quite understand, so she elaborates a bit more.
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I wish I could be served instead. I will keep that in mind, I think.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Yeah. Many kings are tyrants. I don't want power, I never wanted it. I'm strong enough to take power. No, okay, well, so in a way, having power confines you. Well, confines isn't really a word that I would use, but I'm going to go with that one anyway.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
She's talking. Well, you know what? I'm enjoying talking to her. I am. So we'll continue.
Is there something you need?
Okay, now we've got through all this sort of introductory stuff. Basically, I'm talking to her because, as well as enjoying the character, and I think my character will enjoy her character, I want to be a spirit healer, and she's, as far as I can tell, pretty much near and damn it the spirit healer that I need to talk to make me a spirit healer. So, why didn't you want to stay at the tower? This is something that we, need to ask, but I think we'll have to go down this route for what I want, but why didn't you want to stay at the tower?
The circle is in good hands. Irving knows what to do, and he doesn't need me underfoot. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things unfinished in Ostagar. There is so much left to do, and I would be part of it.
But you left the children. Do as you say, I'm the Grey Warden here. I don't think I'll be using it much like in game because it's 2 healers. It did actually work really well though, thinking about it. Had I known she was in the game, I probably wouldn't go down the healer route. Have her as a healer and have me as a sort of like battle magey sort of type. But I think I do see myself as more of a healer, so I'll probably have myself as a healer and not use Wynn so much in the actual game. I am glad for your company, yeah, because we're getting along fine.
The Grey Wardens, all 2 of you, need all the help you can get. I will see this through to the bitter end, and after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the circle.
You could be a right dick in this game, which I like, and I probably will play it through as such, but not now. I'm sure you'll be able to return if you so choose. Yeah, I'm gonna say, you can go back if you want at any time.
Perhaps.
Okay, there we go. Right, alright, fine. One more.
Is there something you need?
Yes, circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
It's been a while since I left the town. No, alright. This isn't exactly about the circle, it's about her, but I'll ask it anyway. How did you become a mage?
People don't become mages. They are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
It must have been a long time ago. How did they know you were a mage?
I set a boy on fire.
Yeah. But he deserved it too. Why?
It's a long story. I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day, He just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Does serve him right, I guess, but, yeah.
He ran screaming, dripping head and all, to his mother. I was shut up in the barn with a bowl of water and a crust of hard bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
Yeah. Yeah, what a terrible experience for a child.
The barn kept me safe from the village children and the stones they would hurl at me. I was afraid, yes, but it could have been much worse. I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
I wouldn't say it was a great story. I suppose, I mean, this is where I have to really think about my character. I haven't really thought about his background at all, but I'm assuming it's sort of the same-ish as hers, as in he doesn't really know his family at all, and he was brought to the tower very young. I don't think my character would even remember coming to the tower, but I will say things along the line of I felt that the tower was home as well, so...
We were the lucky ones. I learned very quickly that for every apprentice in the tower, there was probably one who never even lived to see the Templars come. No child, not even a mage child, is a match for an angry mob trying to place blame for a failed crop, a hard winter, a baby born dead.
Yeah. It's sort of like parallel to the medieval sort of like witch hunts, except these actually are witches. And it's still wrong. They just, well, not children, surely. And even if they are, they wouldn't know it. It is terrible and sad.
Superstition and fear is what makes these people behave in this manner. It will be a good long time before that changes. Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the circle.
It's been a long time since I left the tower.
It has been almost a year, hasn't it? Do you miss the tower at all?
Has it? Has it been that long? Blimey. This game's set over a long time period then. It doesn't seem like it's been almost over a year. Almost a year. It really doesn't seem that long at all. It seems like a few months at the most. Fair enough. Again, there's no scale on the map, so it's hard to see how long it takes to get from one person to the other. And obviously this is a game set over many years then, rather than a couple of months. That's interesting. Do I miss it? Yes, I do miss it. I miss my old comfortable life, I suppose.
You can take a mage out of the circle, but you can't take the circle out of the mage. Or so Irving used to say. He was joking, but there is some truth to the statement. A mage never really leaves the circle, and for the rest of your life you will be seen as a circle mage.
I thought that part of my life was over since, yeah, now I'm a Grey Warden, but I'm gonna do it this one.
But you will always be a mage, especially in the eyes of others. You represent both mages and Grey Wardens, and your actions may reflect well or badly on both groups. Remember that.
Alright. Thank you for the advice.
Oh, but listen to me go on. You start a conversation, and I just run away with it, don't I?
Oh, no. No, thanks for your time. Thanks.
I've been mentoring apprentices for so long, it's become something I do unconsciously. I don't know if I could stop even if I wanted to.
I suppose Wynn provides a much-needed dose of a sort of elder wisdom, because all of my current companions are quite young, and Verax was sort of, not the wise one, but the one who took responsibility. Now we have sort of someone who's a little bit older. So, you know, fills that sort of like, that niche in the group.